am at the mushroom barn. Oceans of hay. There's straw right in front of me, round bales to the right, and a little dust devil just went. And here's some of the equipment that they use. It's kind of weird they're using JCB now. They were pretty much all Volvo before, and Case. But this little thing, I really kind of like this. If you don't know what this is, I'm sure some of you dairy guys might know what this is. I think it's about the slickest damn thing I've ever seen. And a good operator, he can make that thing work so fast it's not even funny. And they're actually made, that's the same company, they actually had those stamped for it. Those are knives. And what he does is he goes down and he grabs one of those round bales that are down there, and he cuts through the netting with it, right? And then he kind of, well, he cuts through the netting with it, and then he just cuts through the bale, and then the spikes he grabs the netting with, and you can see the pile of netting to the right. There's all kinds of crazy things going on around here, like, what the heck, we've even got crystal water coming in. That's up at the scale, that's a scale house. Those are the tunnel systems, or those are the bunk systems. Tunnels are on the other side. They just put a new set of tunnels in, and they're just waiting for the tunnels to get ready. Phase 1 is done, phase 2 is not. And they're unloading me here, pushing up. If you can see, I'm gonna zoom in down there. There's some sprinkler systems going on, wetting the hay. They dock me for moisture, but then they put water onto it, you know, which I know they don't want to pay for water. You know, they might as well, they rather pay for fuel and electricity to pump that water and whatever they got to do. But of course now these guys up top there, they're doing some guardrail work, which kind of is weird because they don't really go up there too much, but apparently they need it for probably OSHA or MSHA or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, so this is really the composting facility. This is not really the mushroom barn. I'm going to climb back in the truck here. I can talk to you a little better. Here they're filling the bunk. This is the far end. You can see where those guys are still working on that. What they do is they bring the finished, not the finished compost, but the complete mixture of compost over to that conveyor belt. And that goes up to the top. And then it goes over to a machine that layers it in the composting bin or the bunk. And that's what that machine does. I can't get in there. A few years back, like 10 years ago, there was a man killed at another mushroom barn in one of those. So, kind of one of those things that don't let just anybody get in there. So anyways, I'm pulling up on the scale now, so I kind of got to... probably in April, they're going to have an open house here. And they're going to, you know, a lot of people from all over the world will be here. So I'm going to be here for the open house. And what they're going to do in the open house is they're going to show off their bunk system, which is where these guys are putting this guardrail up. And on the other side, phase 2, is where the tunnels are. Well, they call them tunnels, but what they do in the tunnels is they set the spawn. They put the peat, the spawn, and everything all together, if I've got this right now. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it seemed like to me, that they set the spawn in the tunnel system and it cuts time off of the composting or setting the spawn, because it takes time to set spawn. You have steam out and all that other stuff. But those are things that I haven't gotten into with the mushroom barns, you know, on video. But in April, I will be here with my camera, and they're going to show how the mushrooms grow, and it'll be a pretty good explanation for my viewers to see, well, for anybody that sees these videos, how the mushrooms are actually grown. I asked the one guy the other day, a couple days ago, I was down here, if I could go through a mushroom barn. And they're like, well, we're going to set that up when we have the open house. So you all know that it's coming. You're going to be able to see that. Now, if you look over, I'm going to zoom in here, which is kind of weird, but you see those concrete buildings on the other side of those yellow tanks in those cars? That's actually where the mushrooms are grown. They're called doubles. Each one of those mushroom houses is considered a double. And I think there's 2 rows down each side. There might be 4. I know that the trays of mushrooms are pretty high up there. They don't just, you know, they're on beds. The beds slide. I don't know if they slide out to harvest. Anyways, but they got a bunch of South American individuals down there picking them with knives. It's all hand labor. There's no mechanics involved in harvesting these mushrooms, you know, that I've ever seen. And I've been to several of these mushroom facilities. So anyway, I've been through the mushroom barns. It's really kind of cool because they start picking at, say, 4 o'clock in the morning. They start cutting. By 6:30, 7 o'clock, they're about halfway down through the barn or through the house. And it's like little mushrooms at the beginning where they started, and then it goes to dirt, and then the bed is completely white all the way down to the other end. And they harvest those beds every day. Every single day they harvest those beds. And the let's see, what the heck was I told? About 15 years ago, I was told that they get about 12 pounds per square foot of 12 pounds of mushrooms off of per square foot of bed space. And that was 15 years ago, so they may be getting more with different varieties of mushrooms and stuff. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to videotaping this and getting it up there for you guys to view, because, you know, you hear about these mushroom barns and you see my hay business and how big it is and how much I actually have to, you know, how much I actually send out, which, you know, this year 7,000 tons. 7,000 tons of hay is a lot of hay. Maybe with 1 baler, 1 mower, and 3 guys. That's all I have. So 3 guys plus the driver, Desperado. But I really, you know, I use Desperado to run the truck. Obviously, he has other things to do these last couple of weeks, so I've been doing it. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and you can please comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out OneLonelyFarmer.com. I got a new link down at the bottom for Carhartt clothing. If you're looking for clothes, go right in there. Carhartt, bottom left on the home page. Thanks again.